Almost 3 years ago, I began documenting my progress in the painting techniques I had learned while watching YouTube. I'm glad to say I've come a long way since then, but there's always more to learn, practice, and share. So, bienvenidos and welcome to my channel. Episode 54 The Painting of Misfortune. Earlier this year, I showed up my list of projects for 2025, and lo and behold, I forgot to mention that they were in no particular order. My wife was kind enough to remind me of this, as the first project on the list was Misfortune. When I first bought my Anycubic Photon Mono M5S, I promised her I would print and paint the Misfortune statue she found, but a few months turned into a year and I hadn't done more than think about the project, as other commissions had skipped to the head of the line. Well, the wait is finally over, and I'm bringing her favorite League of Legends character to life. My wife started playing League of Legends with her son over 6 years ago, and she still plays almost every day, usually while I'm painting. She is a huge fan and has been waiting for this statue for quite a while. Now is the time to make it happen. I decided to start with the base, since that was the part I had already pre-assembled, and it should be the simplest part to complete. My original plan was to do the base in speed paint, but as I found out last year with Nautilus, statue models are less forgiving in the large, flat areas. At least it's been that way for me. I began with Army Painter Dark Wood speed paint for the deck and wheel stand. I wanted a darker wood tone, and the name said it all. While my wife got hooked on League of Legends through her son, I got hooked on it through her. I'm not ashamed to say that I suck at all forms of League of Legends, except for Teamfight Tactics, TFT. As a lapsed Magic player, I enjoy the randomness of the champions, building them up through collecting, and then using them to smash the crap out of someone who did the same to smash me. Every now and then we play TFT together, but she really likes Aram and Oof when it's available. Now, when I say my wife is a fan of Misfortune, I'm not kidding. She has almost every Misfortune skin the game has offered. She has other favorites like Zyra and Soraka, but her all-time favorite will always be Misfortune. Oh, and yes, I have statues for Zyra and Soraka to print and paint as well, but one thing at a time. I was a bit heavy-handed, and the deck got darker than I had wanted it to, but by then I was already realizing that I wanted to complete this with standard acrylic paints. Holding out a glimmer of hope that I could use speed paints on this project, I started painting the helm with Army Painter's Ruddy Fur. My intention was painting the handles with Army Painter's Bony Matter, but I quickly changed my mind and ditched the speed paint. Starting back up with the helm, I went with a mixture of Army Painter War Paint Fur Brown and Tree Ancient in a ratio of 3:1. Adding water to thin the mix, I started applying layers on the helm and was immediately happy with the results. Covering the wood rings of the wheel with my fir tree mix, I decided I want the handle and spokes to be lighter, more baseball bat colors, so I chose Amberskin War Paint and started from the center out. After completing one of the 8 spoke handles, I wasn't liking the two-tone look for the helm, and I decided to call it a night. I'll look at it with fresh eyes in the next session. After a day of thinking about it during work, I took a second look at it when I got home, and I decided I didn't want to overthink the base, as it was merely a complement to the main statue. Having this in mind, I went with the fir tree mix and covered the entire helm. Moving on to the empty spool laying on the deck, I decided to go with Pro-Acryl's bronze. I went with the darker metallic for two reasons. First, it keeps down the brightness of the base, and second, it gives it that older, well-used look. That's all for this episode. Join me next time as I continue working on the base and helm. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for you. Feel free to show that love by slapping that like button. You can see more behind-the-scenes posts on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Patreon. Links are available in the description below. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode. And as you sit here watching this and hopefully being inspired, remember, they ain't gonna paint themselves. When I first bought my Anycubic Photon Mono M5, Anycubic Photon Mono M5S, Anycubic Photon Mono, Anycubic Photon Mono M5S. And as you